it's like a pattern.
Oh yeah, because I had to fucking turn. Hold on.
And I'm sure once I get rid of the YouTube Tumblr things in the middle, it'll be cohesive and fine.
Yeah.
What do you mean this video is unavailable? What the fuck?
What?
I'm trying to drop you that sweet host, and it's like, this channel's not available. It's like, who that think the fuck is not?
Hey. Okay. Now we got that all.
Yeah, I got curious when you were playing that other game, and I was like, what's this a sequel to? And it's like Detective Grimoire. And I'm like, I know that name. I bought that game in 2015.
Feathers flashing in the light.
Oh
From
my
a
god.
sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage.
Okay.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks
Look
like
at
she
this
really admires Freya.
photograph.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable. Those petals,
What about them?
it's nothing. They're just unusual. Never seen
Looks like the
that
flower
one
in your
before.
room.
Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right. Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope.
Why would she read it?
I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Not
Yeah,
that close.
we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Not sure why I've been avoiding it.
But I want her to give it to me gay.
I think it's kinda cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
Does
Yeah.
Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective. That belongs
What, they
to
have
Flora,
leashes
I
on?
think.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering too, because she said she lets them out and stuff, and it's like they're not that big, and seeing the cage things on the top of the roof and whatever, there's a lot of room for them to just go if they wanted to.
Yeah.
So it's like, does she control them, or like, I don't understand.
With her mind.
Her mind brain. Okay, so last time we still had to look at Freya's room. We had to look at this room with the one dude in it, and then we have this room. There was she the only one we had to talk to that still had stuff? Oh, I don't think we talked to her about her diary.
She's probably gonna take it back.
She's probably gonna shoot us on sight.
She's gonna give it to you
Name.
straight.
Penelope Pointer. Age 27. Profession ornithologist. Likes birds. Dislikes insects. Notes. Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Do you want to have stuff in common with her?
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Yeah.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next,
I don't know.
I love how she's like,
You live
next.
here.
this photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third. An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not
Her
forthcoming enough
mom.
to ask.
You don't take a
Yeah.
rocket
Friends, right?
scientist to
We
figure
are.
that out.
Seriously.
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
With that dick.
Yeah, I think there's a miscommunication because she said the same thing about you, so.
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what.
Penelope.
You know.
I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh,
At least she's aware it's irrational.
I mean, I think she could have got attacked as a child.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case in this. Oh,
there's something about that diary we found in
Oh.
Fifi's room.
what?
Something suspicious.
Really?
Let's ask her about it.
Oh, I wasn't even expecting that to be a thing. Okay. I love how it's like, let's go now. We're literally right here.
Like,
Is
we already
this
did
your
this.
diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Oops.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation.
Yeah.
Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and this particular diary is unused.
It doesn't
Open
look
it then.
unused.
It's somebody else's diary.
It's not a diary at all.
You don't think it's a diary?
No.
It's not a diary at all.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's it, but.
Well, it's like, you wouldn't know if it has a writing in it. You can't fucking open it.
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, really?
Me neither.
Yeah.
Oh, it's someone.
This particular
Is it
diary
Freya's?
is unused.
Wait,
It doesn't look unused.
wait.
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Bitch, what the fuck?
Huh.
The crumpled paper? Is that what we have to go off? The crumpled paper?
I don't.
Like, cause that's
That's
kinda
not it.
ass.
Yeah, no, it's not it. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I don't think so.
Like, we must not have it yet, cause
Well, would it let us do this? No, because it will only let us do this if we have enough of the evidence to actually say that it's suspicious. So it has to be one of these items. I just fucking have no idea. Directly compare. I'm looking at the star.
Is it the paint?
That's
Yeah,
not
I guess.
it.
No.
The paint?
Freya's paint?
Yeah.
That's not it.
Well, bitch, what is it?
Trying to think.
The letter?
I don't think so, but
That's not it.
Well, it says
let me look at this. Strange metal device. Do we have anything that's like a strange metal device?
the lens.
That's not it.
Okay.
Just click
I love
everything.
how it. Did you see that?
What?
Like Hawkshaw says it's a handheld microscope. Fifi says it's not a microscope of any kind. It's like,
Like, just click every fucking thing.
I'm fucking gonna have to because I have no fucking clue.
4 feathers, maybe?
Wait, did we already do this?
That's not
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's what I thought first.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
The harp statue?
That's not it.
No.
Well,
That's not
the
it.
egg?
That's not it.
Well,
That's not it. That's not it.
Hmm.
That's not it.
What the fuck is it?
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
the sheet music?
That's not it.
Well,
That's not it.
sis, we have nothing.
Literally.
Let's
Compare
take
the
a closer
die.
look at this.
Oh my god, we're fucking dumb. She's holding it. She's fucking holding it. Oh my god. Okay, okay. This blue book didn't know about is the same thing as was hidden inside, is the opposite of, is somewhat similar to, didn't know.
If you hover over something that's not the lock, yeah. It's the same thing as the secret diary.
Which proves it belonged to Fifi, but it was lost by Fifi, so it shouldn't be in the photo, which proves it belonged to Freya because it was stolen.
Freya.
Is it the only one with Freya?
Yeah.
This blue book
Hey!
is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
I don't know.
Well, we about to pick your mind, bitch. Was always suspicious of, destroyed, thought there wasn't, didn't want anyone to see, didn't know about, was always suspicious of. That everyone knew about, within Freya's diary, kept in her bedroom, within a library book, buried in the garden.
Secret letter within Freya's diary.
I don't think it's secret.
You think it's drawings? Or is it personal secrets? Because I could. Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets that were in Freya's diary.
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something,
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Well, I'm gonna break this thing open with a chainsaw.
might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
I feel like that ain't gonna be in here.
All right. Fifi unlocked the diary.
Oh, what juicy shit we gonna find.
Finally, what's in there?
Okay. It's back, in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I...
Oh my god.
What? What?
Is it gonna be scary?
No?
Are you sure?
Yeah. What? It's...
I think this is a scary game.
Why?
You seen Velvet Buzzsaw? You see what the shit comes out the painting?
Oh. Okay, hold on. It's back, in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them all 5, eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. Excuse me. I'll do my best. She could do with a little company.
It's gonna be scary. We're gonna find like Frankenstein's bird.
I don't feel like that was helpful.
She summoned that ink bird that went extinct through the painting. And it killed her.
Let's go back into her room because we never actually finished looking at her room. Okay, so we looked at this because this puzzle.
We already solved it.
Yeah.
She painted something on top of that mountain that's not in the painting anymore.
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
Oh,
It's a photograph.
look at this photograph. A small photograph of Freya's abstract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the... Oh. Do you think those are like clues?
Around the
That painting is
Why
really...
would
Maybe
you-
Freya...
the
Hang on. There's a smaller...
It's a photograph.
Maybe that's something else. Okay,
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
Oh, what?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Oh, yeah. Because, who said that she collects insects? Oh, Fitz. Fitz said that she would come and collect them, I think.
Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight? Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't
No.
know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either.
Is that not... What?
It's
It's
a
Freya's
vent.
bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy. Painting supplies.
Look at the stain on the floor.
Even though we're halfway up a tower, someone's been tracking in mud from outside.
Oh. Oh, so we just gotta ignore it?
It's a fish, I think?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine,
Wow.
it's a whale.
Could also be a shark. Freya's bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Cactus plant? Sorry,
Freya's
snake plant?
plants.
Oh,
They
no, yeah.
must
Okay.
not need drawings taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together in a garden.
Poppy and
One of them's
Fitz.
holding a red rose.
Oh, yeah, so we didn't see this yet.
No.
A drawing of Poppy and Fitz standing in a garden. Fitz is holding a red rose. A drawing of Fifi. A drawing of Detective Hawkshaw. The drawing of Poppy and Fitz was
Oh
done in
my-
the rooftop garden.
Do you think Hawkshaw
There's
was
something
sent
about
by
those petals we
Penelope?
found in Penny's room.
Sorry, what did you say?
I think Hawkshaw was hired by Penelope to catch Fitz cheating on her.
Well, no, she said that one dude hired her.
Who?
Fuck, I don't fucking remember his name. She said who she was hired from. Maybe if you look at their thing. Petals we found in Petty's room.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about
Rose
it.
petals, maybe?
Hold on, before we look though,
Your shit.
I'm gonna check something real quick. Because I swear she said who she was hired by.
She said she couldn't disclose it.
I know, but then she said one of the dudes, I can't remember which dude she said, hired her. I wish I could fucking remember. Hey bitch, you suspicious.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
The roses.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tango Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And who they
Well.
belong to.
I got you, Sid.
Yeah, literally the thing we just got, right?
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at. But it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me
The
of?
feathers! Beat! Oh, I got you beat. Oh, what? Was used to kill? Oh my god. Was used to spy on, was used to bribe, was given to, was stolen from. Yeah, I'm gonna use to spy on. Point turn fits. And distract them, but it didn't work, and steal money from them because they were planning a murder. Steal evidence from them and distract them. But it... Wait, maybe it's not.
One of
No.
Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost. Maybe just change
To
one
distract
thing.
them.
To distract them, you think?
One of Penny's
No.
birds was used to spy
Is it still
on
one?
Poppy and Fitz and distract them. Almost.
Okay, so it is
Maybe
this.
just change.
Steal evidence from them?
One of Penny's
Okay,
birds
okay.
was used almost.
I was like,
Maybe
mm-mm.
just change.
Could you imagine if it really was steal money? I would be like, what?
was used to spy on the portrait?
Steal
Was used
evidence?
to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them.
What do you
We
mean?
know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sis, I have a surprise for you.
To compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
Yeah, see, once we have enough clues, that's when the suspicion unlocks. And, bitch, let me tell you, we've got the fucking
Let's
clues.
take a closer look at these.
I got all fucking 3, dude. You can fight me if you want. Green boy to green boy.
Was eaten by, whoa.
Was left behind.
This
Oh,
yellow
nope.
feather
No.
was left behind by almost.
The garden.
Yep, sorry.
Maybe just-
There we
This
go.
yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing
Okay.
the 2 of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand.
I think she's reacting
He's
just
slipping
fine,
away from
considering
me.
I think they are.
So quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little...
Brings back a condom.
Oh!
This really isn't your burden to bear.
Cool. I love how we just wanted to out her for being fucking suspicious. Didn't really have anything to do with the investigation, technically. I mean, it might. Who knows?
You just imagine, like, you send your favorite pet bird out to go spy on your fiance, and it comes back and drops, like, a used condom on your shoulder.
Oh my god! That would be so terrible! Oh my god!
Like,
Oh man, I wish I could remember. Yo, Chris, you watch it?
You want to animate that?
No, I was gonna be like, yo, can you watch the other one? I don't remember who she said she's working for. I thought it would show
I
in
don't
the
think
clues.
she said.
I swear she said. Unless she was referencing something else and I'm just dumb. Yo, when are we gonna be suspicious of her?
We can't. She won't. Okay. She won't disclose who she was hired to find until you get the golden beetle.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Whoa. A wooden carving of a man holding a sword. The model has been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints were found nearby.
Her daddy a painter?
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Oh, shit.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
What?
I-4. I-4. North?
Oh.
South?
Oh, because we're basing it off of this?
Yeah.
Well, if we're basing it off of that... Yeah, I-4... Wait, from...
It's north, northwest, east, or south.
Yeah, I know, but it's like in reference to what?
I think it's
Oh,
south.
where this is looking? So yeah, it would be north, right? Because it's looking up.
Oh. Yeah.
Nothing.
Did you check
South?
the treasure map for clues? And what about that painting on the chest itself?
What?
Try south.
Think south? Okay.
Still locked.
The rest
think
is
there's a
right.
connection. Like they're
So it's
different
either-
versions.
It's one of these
That
ones.
was
The padlock has just a grid reference for the map.
that was
Really?
The padlock has just a grid reference for the map.
What?
Something I don't know.
Yeah, because the tree's over there. So it's like, hello?
Unless it's E3, but that's reversed.
Yeah, it is. Wait, you're talking about this one? No, because then this is... Because you
Is
see, this
mine
is directly in
on?
the middle.
Yeah, like that.
Like, you should be right.
That
This should
square
be
is correct.
I am so confused right now.
That is I.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. This is close. This one's farther than the farthest. It's this one. H6. And that one is west.
That's
There you go. I realized it was skewed. It wasn't right next to each other.
Neat.
And the tree was a lot farther away than it should be.
What was in the box?
more wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Let me guess, they actually look good. Oh.
It's his family.
A model resembling a child with green hair, a model resembling a woman with gray hair, a model resembling a red and white bird, a model resembling a broad-shouldered man. The wooden models have been hand-painted, the paint is not skillfully applied. A pot of red paint and a brush is laying nearby. The brush has some dried red paint on it. Is it blood?
What do you know about the bird?
What do you mean?
Like, he knows about the bird. Tell me about the bird.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh.
You get a good view of the lake from here. A hammock. It's kind of worn out.
I would politely describe it as lived in. Puffer fish?
Oh, he's sleeping.
It's also a lamp.
Oh, I thought he was sad.
I did too. I just heard him snoring.
It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
If we get really stuck, sure. That's a massive conch shell. Do you think there's a little crab living inside?
I hope so. The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just made of wood. I think it's the actual hull of a ship. It's a barometer, but it's broken.
I've never seen a barometer that wasn't broken.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh.
The entire room is made of wood.
No, it's not just. It's the actual hull. An old wooden mask.
Probably cursed. Shelf junk. The entire room is made of
No, it's
wood.
not. It's the actual hull.
Okay, my dude.
I guess that's it. Wake up.
Tell me what you know.
Sir? Can you hear me?
Bro.
I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
I think he was the one that she
And,
said hired
This
her.
is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
So, Felix, what exactly do you do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that.
Okay.
But I've certainly seen my share of danger. If
Sure you
that's
have,
what you're
bud.
asking.
And,
I mean, yeah, your daughter literally just got
ask,
murdered. Fucking.
when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I
Yeah,
go
alright.
wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't
They,
you live
they
here with
take
your
you
wife and
there
daughter?
when you close your
well,
eyes.
The Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is,
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Wow. She was like,
This dude a hack.
she was like, sure, honey.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Yes, been married over 20 years now.
You two
Well,
still
he's
get
dead.
Of course. What a question.
Wait.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
on? Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
So are they brother and sister?
I thought they were married.
I thought they said that her husband died, that's why she's quiet.
Oh, fuck. I thought her dad died.
We should have did this a while.
Dearest Flora,
Shh. Like, shut your mouth, Felix.
you're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Wow.
My daughter Fiona, our little
Yeah,
burgeoning
they're married.
genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi.
Like, Fifi's her daughter. Or his
So
daughter.
I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the
Oh my God,
strangest
what
things
is
when
that?
she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Oh.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower. Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different, like how?
Poppy
Look
is
at 'em.
she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
That's emotional intelligence. I'm not depressed.
I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An
That's your
onion.
nephew.
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman. Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What about this bitch? Did you hire her?
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No,
No.
I just meant because we both wear, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I
Can you blame
heard
her?
a grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item.
See?
Something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
Oh.
And that's what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed.
You can tell.
Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course,
You really
this
gonna roast this
particular
man,
model is
Link?
a
I sure
simple
am.
form Based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course, I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. It would
This
have
guy's
been
a
a
disaster.
beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's
I see that
artistic
bird on the
approach,
desk.
Distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at. Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
Of course not.
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
You know, are we just hauling all of this stuff around? I'm thinking about that, or do we just take a photo of it? That's what I want to know.
Well,
Because, like, if we're literally just carrying all this shit room to room, like, okay, so...
we could have
Now
backpacks.
you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
The fuck's up
What's
with
it
that
supposed to
bird?
be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people. My daughter Fiona and her best friend. They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea.
Wow. Then what's this?
Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Wow, everyone's just sworn to secrecy about it.
Well, they don't like the other side of the
I'm as
house.
confused as you are. That looks like it might belong to Poppy. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Uh-huh.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure
Like
about
yours.
that.
You know, there was only one person, and wasn't it Penny? There's only one person who said that Freya may keep it a mess or something. Everyone else was pretty
Yeah.
much saying that she always keeps it neat.
Yeah.
So that's a little suspicious.
Well, I just want to know why her paints are broken
And his arm.
and her dad's paints are perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I
And
think
you want to know
we'll
what I
give her a
find
pass,
sus?
given the circumstances.
What?
The paint on the brush matches the paint used on the red bird, where he said he had to finish it really
That's why I
quickly.
was like, is it blood?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, so we shall.
Because he took her paints.
Why don't
Put
you
the
ask
other one in
Fiona
there.
about that one? Looks like her area of expertise.
I'm asking you.
Isn't he the second one to say it's Fiona? No, he's the third one to say. The only one who didn't say
Yeah.
it was Fiona's was Hawkshaw, I think. Okay, sorry. I got lost for a second.
What about this
Goodness me.
egg?
Oh, yeah.
Does Florin normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. Now this is still in very good condition.
No, it's not.
Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence.
Did a
Cunning.
shitty job. Cunning? If you think that's cunning, I think you fucking did.
I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
This dude's
I've
such
never
a
been one
hack.
for music.
I think we're gonna have a
Why not
suspicion
have
after
Poppy
this,
instead?
but I'm not sure what about. I feel like there's something that's not adding up.
Oh,
That
there's a
looks like
lot
it
that's
might
not
belong
adding
to
up.
Yeah.
Fitz. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to.
Yeah, apparently she had them spying, so I mean, I guess technically she did let them out if they wanted to.
Well, she says she lets them fly
Yeah,
every few days.
so I guess they're okay with it, which is wild.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable.
Are you trying to sell everything? in the
Yeah,
collection?
it's kind of sounds like he wants to sell the place.
Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
It was, okay, it fucking solved this suspicion, thank you very much.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How
Yeah.
odd.
You opened it.
Yeah,
Shit.
books are in fucking libraries, you stupid bitch. What do you mean odd?
Why would someone
Like, what's
lock a
odd about
book
that?
Like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha!
I guess technically we don't need to
Teenagers
ask about
are
that anymore.
Funny, aren't they?
I wonder if we don't have to ask about the ones that have been used for suspicions anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah, because it's like, I feel like this isn't relevant anymore because we've already found out what's inside of it, which is the drawings. It might be something connected with the drawings. Is that everything? Yeah.
That wasn't what was in there.
Yeah, it was.
No, those were on her wall.
No, Freya's drawings, those were in the secret diary when we opened it.
No, they were on her wall. In the
Freya
diary
was
was that
quite the
scary
talent.
velvet
She had a
BuzzFeed
way
poem.
of capturing the spirits.
BuzzFeed Buzzsaw.
There's
Aha!
something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Oh yeah, let's fucking ask her.
She ain't gonna fucking talk.
Yeah, like what are we gonna find out by asking her?
Like, oh, ma'am, would you like to look quietly at this paper?
So,
like,
this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand,
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
this is so fucking helpless.
The knife was
not
taken
a
by a nerder.
It's not a knife.
it's not a knife.
We ain't dumb.
We need a clue to compare with the painting.
Bitch,
Something
I
to
got
explain
two.
what that knife shape actually is.
Can I just do the book? Is that fine?
Fucking feather. Yeah, that's what
Let's
it
take
is.
a
Oh, thank
closer
God.
look at this.
It's right fucking there on the right side of the page.
The painted knife is actually just a
It's
feather.
actually just a feather.
Ink dip bird.
The painted knife
Hey!
is actually just a feather from an ink-dip bird.
But why is it
It's
blood?
definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Because of the fucking thing he made.
Mm-hmm.
I love how we're talking to her about this.
I don't understand. Why
Really, we're just
Flora
talking to
took a model
ourselves.
of this bird as part of a gift for Flora, and come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Like, sis, I caught you red fucking handed, dog. Let's go. The ink dip bird was Flora's pet.
Betrayed
What?
Flora, so she ate? What? Was Penny's pet, so she kept...
What?
Was part of Fifi's experiment. Was...
Yeah, it was Flora's pet.
As evidence of the crime, as bargaining chip to remember it by. Show her friends. I'm gonna say to remember it, yeah.
The
Hey!
bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe.
Well, yeah, it was
Maybe
almost. It was
it
supposed to be
They said they all
extinct.
went extinct.
Yeah.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
Alright, so she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
The egg.
You right.
But we opened it. It's empty.
So I think someone took it.
Completely empty.
See your weird fucking hair.
Oh. Is she gonna talk finally?
Flora?
I doubt it.
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Aww. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Aww. Oh, it's so cute. Look at that little bub. It's kind of cute, actually.
Now what, sis?
That was really it. I mean, hey, we pretty much got everything for her, I guess.
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a
Okay,
little
sis,
model of
you
you.
fucking trash.
Who were the other people next to you?
Well, I would assume it's her.
I'm about to get you some morphine or Xanax or some shit, and we gonna fuck load this shit up.
I
'cause
like
this is
these
fucking
drawings,
stupid.
Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Yeah, to prove it was a bird.
Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
You really gonna do this?
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Same. I'm sorry. I'm really hopeful.
Like she ain't saying shit about shit. Yo, what's up? Head pointer loser.
I like how we get a shortcut now because we opened that area. Oh.
Why you twerking on him like that?
Twerk
Ew.
it. Twerk it.
It's tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's completely
Why is that
blank.
moving?
What?
The handles in the right side.
Oh.
I hate that. Don't
Even
do
the most
that.
well-used notebooks start off blank.
A picture frame.
With no picture.
Oh, is that what you see?
It's tidier than my desk.
So, even the most well-used notebook.
Puzzle.
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
You get really high
would
and just
look
watch
at
it do
it.
whatever.
Knew it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Rotate the 5 planets, the sun and the moon around the middle. Wet. Oh. I kind of see what you're supposed to do, but... The only one that's slightly fucking me up is this one.
Move the I was gonna say move the sun, but yeah, the purple one. No. There you go. Back. In between those two.
Oh my god, you so smart.
No, that was it.
Nice work.
Like you literally did the whole rest of it. I finished it.
Did you hear that? Something.
There's a little hatch.
Oh, sorry, girl. I didn't mean to skip you.
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Oh, hey, the golden beetle. Okay, various research notes and diagrams. 4. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss, records of over 95 decibels, and by being completely undigestible. This mistid has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. Huh. Interesting.
The bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
Flowers.
Yeah, isn't that like from the Beauty and the Beast with the rose in it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Ah, it's clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong.
A spyglass to the stars. Volumes 1 to 12.
They're in very good condition.
Oh, it's his.
Oh, the spyglass, yeah.
Pretty.
Really? That's all you gotta say about it?
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
Wow. Oh, fuck me up.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally?
Fuck. Wow.
Think that's funny, dumbass.
Wants to fucking die?
It's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
Maybe he's not looking.
It's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
Maybe he's not looking for stars, you bitch. I mean, also, he's looking right out, so I don't think he's looking at stars. What you looking at, ho?
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
This guy's fucking insane. Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance.
Wow!
We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only
he have a book
in
on
our
his head?
minds.
No, that's just his
Helpful.
hairstyle. I thought it was a book on his head too. It's literally just his hairstyle.
Shh, listen.
Oh my god, shut up. I didn't mean to hit that.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking,
I'm fucking
the
dumb.
current head of the Pointer family. And of course,
What?
father to my precious Poppy.
I didn't get the other dude's stupid alibi thing.
Oh.
Fuck, we have to go back. Oh well.
And a professional astronomer.
I was just thinking about that, like,
no,
oh
that's
shit.
just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied
Well, it
the
kinda
stars
took
for
you
over
out of it.
35 years.
No, I
published
exited
17
because I
books.
looked at
Just
everything.
a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return. Nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
Why are you waggling your fingers like that, ho?
He's fucking insane.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. but I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over.
Oh, she exploring an inch of
restless
something
spirit, I
else.
think.
Nah.
I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
Like, sure you don't want to hear this, Pops, but,
Hard
she
to
busted
read
it down.
that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Wow, bitch.
You know what? You can fucking choke. How about that? How about
I
you do
don't
that?
especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
I'm
Why don't we
not
discuss
sure
my
if we have
foot up
time.
your
Aren't there
ass?
like
How about
10
that?
of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Wow.
So you're a sinking ship.
My
Yeah.
Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because I don't
she's a
trust her.
suspect.
Oh no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Did you murder her?
Like, what does that mean, ho?
What do you want me to
Murder your
say?
fucking wife?
He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the Fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Wow.
So, I'm gonna say something crazy. I think Flint stole your girl.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but, I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
This guy's a piece of shit.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends. Ah yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type
Good.
to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound
I
jealous.
hope you get
Wait,
kicked the
are
fuck
you two
out.
science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
Here's your fucking
this?
lens back.
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see? It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
I think it goes in your fucking bell thing, bro.
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangletown. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
In your fucking planet thing, dipshit.
Ya beach.
A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone.
Oh.
The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
This is for personal point of you big, fat, smelling white dick. What are you doing?
He was a little defensive of that harp statue.
Where
So,
on
can we
earth
take
did
your
you find
journal?
that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
He left a note. You have the statue shit. You have the golden beetle thing. You hired Hawkshaw. What the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
You know what? No, show him the trowel. Show him that his
Oh,
trifling
you found
daughter
a murder
out
weapon?
here
Steady
doing
on.
crazy
It's just a
shit.
gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
Oh, that's all he has to say about that. Okay.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Well, let's get your statement and find out.
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever.
Fitz?
Felix and Penny arrived shortly
Yeah.
after we did, and then Fiona
Whoa.
went downstairs with Poppy for some
What?
reason. I
Oh,
quickly
yeah, 'cause she went-
decided that
okay.
I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Alrighty, back to Daddy
There's something
Felix.
about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope.
Mhm.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about
Yeah,
it.
let's fucking go. Actually, before we do
Let's
that,
fucking stop her
I
fixing.
really want to, but let's go get his statement first because I was a dumbass and just left.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here.
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Yeah, let's get that fucking statement, you shady bitch.
It was dusk. A feeling
Oh.
lingered in the air. Malevolent? Perhaps. Uncertain as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
Aha.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Yeah.
Like, got fucking cracks in it, B.
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
What? Can we corner a man first?
Yeah, we have two
Damn.
suspicions to go over, ho. Calm down.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it.
It ain't
I
yours.
used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Yeah,
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
Being suspicious.
It has the wrong lid on.
It's not yours.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine.
No,
I
it's
even
not.
have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
The labels are different. Freya's paint.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Like, you got a triangle, she got a wave. I don't...
Wait, you noticed something
see
though?
it.
So all of these are waves except for the blood.
What did I just say?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
All yours are triangles and she has waves. It was stolen and replaced by Felix's red paint pot.
And broken by Felix.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and
Or
replaced
lids were
with
swapped.
Felix's red paint pot, and broken by Felix. Almost. Maybe just change.
Oh,
Freya's red
No.
paint pot was stolen and replaced with. Almost.
okay.
You didn't change it.
Oh
The
shit.
lids were swapped.
Okay, sorry. I thought I did change it. I was like,
Stolen and
"Ooh."
replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you
Doesn't hide
bothering
the
me about
label.
paint anyway?
It was
None of
blood.
this is connected to your murder.
Before?
Well, it had to be.
Okay.
This red
Yeah.
paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right. Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna talk to this one hoe.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find.
The
Of
golden
course,
beetle.
I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
Mm-hmm.
Big fat bitch.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Hawkshaw doesn't know how to use it. It's broken, doesn't work. It's not a microscope at all.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Actually, we just asked someone, you dumb bitch. Okay. According to Hawkshaw.
Isn't it pointer? Is he not an option? Oh, okay.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
Oh.
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me,
I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment.
Oh.
I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
Wait, what?
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, tight.
Yeah, that does make things complicated. She did. Okay, so looking back here, who are we missing for suspicions? Do we have everyone? No, we don't have pointers. So we're missing something. Let's go.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Primrose Pointer. Oh yeah, real quick, let me. Yeah, see, husband, daughter.
I think that's why it was like you have everyone's statements and look at them.
I know, but we're still missing a suspicion, and I didn't technically talk to him about everything.
I know, but I think.
Hey ho.
Did you see that?
What?
The thing has a question mark on it now.
Yeah, because we talked to everyone, but we haven't gotten all the suspicions yet.
I think his suspicion's in the tower, the freaking harp statue.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna just get it from talking to him.
Well, here, let me ask real quick. So, I know I don't need to ask about these.
If you're gonna ask, can I go get gum?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes. Curious little thing, isn't it? Do you know what she keeps in there?
Nothing. At the moment. It was empty when we opened it.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in her room?
Pointer property originally, purloined by the fellows. Typical. I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar. Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's dead. What?
That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put. Oh, my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall. What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only
Penelope
one of its
Rose.
kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in
What?
the field.
Really?
That's a flower
What?
joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Is that? Oh. And that's why Poppy wants to. Oh.
Why she wants to put it in?
Maybe she don't want some dick. Maybe she just wants to know about her mom.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
Oh, really? Is it? You fucking bitch?
I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes. Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
I guess it's possible.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
She's changed a lot.
If you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
Like, I think she's changed a lot.
Closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there. Is this important?
Possibly.
I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends. Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same.
So which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole
You know
thing
that.
is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see.
That's a big ass
I
word.
don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade. Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
Oh,
you can't
plot
eat
twist.
it.
That's the actual beetle.
Makes you wonder why it bothers at all.
I mean, because it's golden. I mean,
It's golden, it plump, man.
like, you're looking for it this whole time. Well, actually, we accidentally been holding it.
We found it in
I
5.
think
Yeah.
you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue.
Oh my god, I'm about to
You
start
need to adjust your
swinging.
consideration what you consider to be a hairstyle, my
This
guy.
was a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know.
Wow.
I think your mind decayed
Yeah.
already, dude.
Nothing? Oh well. Well, fuck.
Let's look at them statements.
Hold on. What's his name?
Oh,
The bitch that we were just talking to. I don't fucking remember his name.
Percival Pointer. So we either have to go to the Harp Tower, the statue, go to that red question mark on the map, or find a way to view all the statements at once. Like, that question mark wasn't there, and that's why I'm like,
I know, it's where it wanted us to go there, but.
what you doing?
Well, I'm trying to see. Nothing. Damn it.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
No. I was trying to see if there's a way to get his suspicion thing, but.
Click on the thing.
What?
That.
I am.
Like, I have a feeling you're gonna get it from here.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then I heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the pointer staircase.
I already know the liar.
Crossed the hall and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
No.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Am I the only one that noticed one of them was wrong?
Did you notice that all the people on the fellows agree with each other and all the people on the pointers agree with each other? I think you're supposed to connect dots. Were you not?
That's all the statements. Let's run through them all to see if...
Never mind. I just thought because the circle was there.
See, suspect statements, but I feel like I was supposed to get a suspicion. I'm still missing something. That's what I was trying to look up and see what clues I needed to confront who with.
Well, I guess it's not in the library because you've already been there.
Maybe it's... Well, because it's like, what did we gather from his that was, like, unique? We gathered the golden beetle and Flora's... Or no, we just gathered the golden beetle.
Does Fitz know about the beetle?
Let's ask him. Because we're missing something. Well, see, and then I feel like the golden beetle won't matter anymore because we already used that for Hawkshaw.
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. It's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
He's like, okay. I wonder if it has anything to do with this painting.
Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter?
Is it not a
What's
mountain?
that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
I thought it looked like a painting. Oh yeah, it looks like a painting. No, it looks like a fountain to me.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
Wow.
Are you fucking serious?
What?
Can you go? How? What? It, the fuck?
What? What did I miss?
Can you go up there and click on his fucking scope?
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
That's fucking dumb.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah.
I see you right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle. I can just about see the gramophone.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges.
You put the window above it.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
We should check that next time we're over there.
Okay.
Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope? I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something Pointer's astronomy.
Thank you for that, Sierra.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Hey, bitch.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go
A
on.
game theory. No,
You're just a creep.
You discovered a meteor is heading straight for Earth. You're trying to get a planet named after yourself.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're
I
just
think
a
you're
creep.
interested in a slightly different field of research.
Money, mayhaps? No,
I don't have time for tiny.
I hate that slapping sound.
My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far
I hope
away.
you get tennis elbow.
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
Listen here, you fucking beach.
And not up at the sky.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you
Yeah.
spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Which is why you hire Detective
Might not have been
Hawkshaw.
Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen. Incredibly rare. Valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around. Both towers and in the gardens, too. She was definitely up to something.
So, this next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No,
No,
because he wasn't
I
looking
didn't.
at it.
When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
Wait,
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see
Wait,
Freya
what?
at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
what?
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
This got wild. Wait.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the
Oh, shit.
statue in the garden, I think.
Thanks for the follow, Stringed Coyote.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Yeah, what did we miss?
That.
Hello.
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
What? This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck, you two, Freya.
We have to play that tape
Oh my
and
god.
get the symbols off of it.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
well, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
So we have to go up there. What the fuck?
What?
What?
I
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's...
Is it working?
No.
don't know what that was about.
We gotta go up to that room again with the gramophone.
Well,
Unless you want to go into the secret room first.
yeah.
Hi, String Coyote. I can finally say hi with my voice now instead of just typing it to you. That's fucking creepy as hell, dog.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
That don't help me.
Attach? What do you think it attaches to?
Only guess would be the small lens, because he said it attaches to a tripod, but that's
Oh, you think so?
as far as that goes.
Huh. Okay.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
Werewolf.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Oh,
That's
that's
fucked up.
Just dusty junk.
The box.
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Really is.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
Maybe we
Bitch,
should.
open it, you fucking weak.
Where's that light coming from?
No, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
Well,
Was that the only reason we came up here? I think that was the only reason.
I think so.
At least the moss
So
are
I'm
kept well
sure now you
fed.
can look at the eye from above.
The attic's directly above us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, or not.
The outline of Freya fell. There's a single... No.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the candle. So she was
Let's
probably...
check the case file again.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well. Anyway, put the thing in the thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. Was it this one?
Yeah. Can I not look at the other thing while we do this? That kind of defeats the purpose of what I wanted this for. Well, that's disappointing. Can Poppy play the thing again? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, the humming. Okay.
I can draw. I can draw.
No,
Hold
I
on.
think it'll save it. I think it'll save it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm scared.
It's piano music.
Okay.
Like, now do we have to get Poppy to play the thing?
I figured this one would have like the rest, or at least one of them. Dang. Yeah, we probably do have to go and ask Poppy to play that sheet music, but then we're still missing 2 things.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we have to get the tunes. Here. So we already know one, so let's just go to her real quick. Bam. Oops.
It's one of those big
Don't
pianos.
touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
Hey girl, I need you to play something real quick.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Okay, never mind. I'm a dumbass.
Really? Wait, oh, yep, okay, bitch. I was like, hello? Okay. Okay, so now the other 2... We got the bell and we got the bird, so I'm gonna assume that one of them has to do with...
Go back to the main one.
Main where?
We got off the boat.
Right here?
Yeah. The bird fountain.
Perfect. Okay. And then... So... The last one was what? The bell. Well, is that just the front? Right here?
Oh, yeah.
It is! Okay, okay, okay.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
Let's
So,
go.
what do we do with them?
Should we go
We
back to the
open up
gardens
the
again?
tower.
Let's find out,
Beach.
beach. Okay.
Be done, beach. We're gonna
Let's
unbox
try
all your
this
secrets
again.
today, beach.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this now.
Me too. What a coinkadink.
Do they have to be okay?
Oh, gee, that's so crazy.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Oh, shit!
Are we gonna go in?
Yeah.
Into
but
the
there's a
werewolf's
couple
mouth?
things
I don't
wanna
think
do
so.
First.
Talk with Sally?
That's the green-haired girl.
It's a bandstand.
Bit small
God,
for a
man.
It's a
bitch,
one-man
bitch.
bandstand.
It's what?
Go back to the crime scene. The green-haired pigtail girl. The second person in this.
What?
Go to your... I don't know how you talk to your companion.
Oh, I know how.
Yeah, like it's Detective Grimoire and Sally.
We have to go here. There we go.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Probably not.
Let's see. used to hide, was used to paint over. To hide the evidence, to distract Freya. So I could stab Freya.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint over the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife. Almost.
Wait,
Maybe
really?
just change one thing.
I think it was to distract her.
Distract her? Distract Freya?
Yeah.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint over the painted Nope.
Oh, okay, so apparently this was right, actually. Because when... What was it? To resemble a bloody knife?
Yeah.
Oh.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to
I
resemble
guess it
a
helps to
bloody
read
knife.
all of the options.
Yeah.
My bad.
Right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Well, the initial person that thought it was
the only person
a
who was
knife
hiding the
was
feather,
Poppy.
Unless someone took it from her.
Let's go
Yeah.
over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down.
Someone was
Normally,
in the
it
attic.
can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Huh.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting?
No, something was
Wouldn't
dropped
that leave
onto her
all-
when she was on her back.
Okay, well, how about
Yeah.
this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over?
Yeah.
Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Yeah.
The fact you can see through the attic
Are we done?
floor is
Yeah, when you
something.
look through the attic floor, you literally see her body and where the stab wound was. And where she bled out.
For now, it's about time we found out what's beneath the garden.
Oh man, we so close. Feel it. Da-na-na-na.
Where do you think it goes?
I don't know, the werewolf's butthole. Doesn't matter.
Down.
Yeah, down. Safe bet. Oh shit. I guess there never was a room underneath the... Hello? I guess there never was a room underneath that garden. Oh hey, there she is. Hey girl, what's up?
Why did you say?
What?
Why did you say, "Hey, girl"? With okay,
Well, she's not
anyway.
normally in the shot when we're in a
Yeah,
room.
but what else are we gonna look at?
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
Forensic Entomology.
Oh my
That's
god.
an incredibly...
Lock
It looks like
on
they're
the
being
door.
boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Ooh, a butterfly book.
I clicked on it and it said the same
And
thing.
drawn entomology charts.
There's a lab coat, a hatch on the floor.
Where
and
do you see a lab coat?
keychain.
I want to look at that. Oh, I
Hanging
see
up
it.
on the wooden
Is that a lab
thing.
coat?
Warning, hand wash only.
Stringed ass how your
Size,
day was.
small.
I saw. It was good. I'm just glad it's Friday so I can finally fucking relax. This won't start anything, will it?
Hatch.
But
Probably.
we're already in the basement.
Depends on your perspective.
Let's not go
Yeah.
down just
I was
yet.
gonna say, like, I don't want to go down. Oh my god, no, my head's...
Well, I feel like the stupid key thing's gonna be the next thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm, like, not looking at it right now, because I want to make sure we look at everything else first. because I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a puzzle. Like 100% sure that's gonna be a puzzle.
We still
I guess
haven't
if you
explored
hatch and
this
then go
room properly.
down.
Yeah.
This room looks bigger than this.
Rows
That's
of
why I'm
plants
confused.
growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
Blue?
It looks black,
Oh.
but it's too dark to tell.
True. Okay, I...
What a mess.
Any idea what this is all about?
Oh, wait. What's this about?
Paper.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, hello?
Love that.
Oh, yeah, we still had that one puzzle, remember?
Yeah.
Is that a periodic table?
No.
Wait.
But
Wait.
It does kind of look like one.
What are
That
those
matches the one in
symbols?
Fifi's room.
Yeah.
They're alchemic symbols, mostly based on the planets, the sun, the moon, stuff like that.
Huh.
Can we save this information?
This looks like it was drawn in a hurry.
Didn't we see those same symbols in the greenhouse?
Yes, we Oh, on the post, remember? In front of the Fitz.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the chart from the library.
The one from the chalkboard.
Yeah.
Are we not... We're really not keeping that information?
You were so mad.
I really am. Like, hello? I want to know why I have this real thingy. I'm sure we're going to find out, but...
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
What?
It's looking safe.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Diagonally slide the latches until they're not in the correct... I almost said they're not in the correct position. Wait.
So it's like that tube game.
Oh. What?
Yeah. Like you have to connect the left to the right. So there you go.
No, that's not...
No. Put the orange one first and then the blue one over it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Like that. Like, you're right.
The pink ones.
Oh, yeah. Do these even reach them? Yeah, I don't think...
They reach all the way across.
Well, it has to be one of these. That doesn't stretch any further. Shit. Wait, so were you not right? Was I a big dum-dum?
I don't think it's right. I think it's the pink one next. That goes into the green one.
So like this, kind of?
Yeah.
Ugh!
No, like, get rid of the green.
Oh, get rid of
And
it?
connect the blue to the pink. Like the middle one.
Can connect this?
Well, try what you're doing now and see what happens.
Well, I don't think that's right. Well, because you see how it overlaps purposely?
Yeah.
So I think it's...
So can the green slide in between the pink and the... to fill the gap? Push the green down.
Oh, I'm fucking dumb. Thank you. I was like, hello.
Orange. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm dumb. What's that? Son of a bitch.
Pull the pink one out more. No, pull it back. Push it back.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Okay.
Orange.
I think so. Right, like probably right here.
Now pink. Now we gotta move that blue so it matches up with the other one. No.
Yeah. See?
You have a gap. You have a gap now.
No, I don't.
Like, go. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
No, that was it.
Woo!
Nice work.
Good job, Sierra.
Anything inside?
Yeah.
A dead
more
body.
research.
Imagine if it was his wife. Oh my god.
A folder containing research notes and diagrams. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. So, statues are like real, I guess? Oh,
It's a hatch.
But we're already in the
Depends on your perspective.
Let's not. We still haven't explored this room properly.
Really? What else is there?
This place would never pass a fire safety inspection. What a mess.
Any idea what this is all about?
Did we like miss something with this?
Can you like click on a certain number? Or can you
Is
not
that a
click on
periodic
anything?
table?
No, but it
What are
does.
those
They're all mostly based on the planets, the sun.
Huh.
One.
Can we go back to the rooms we saw him in and maybe it'll be like, oh, we saw that.
Sure. So the first one was in the greenhouse.
That's not what.
Oh no. Okay. Well, we don't have the fucking option. Okay. Well, what are we not?
Guess that's that on that.
What's in there?
Oh, okay.
It's a little diagram of a beetle with some incomprehensible
Is that the
notes
golden
scribbled
beetle right
next to
there?
it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
Okay.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
Well. Okay,
Whose
that's fine.
research is this?
That's a good question, sis.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
It really is.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Yeah.
Since Fiona's not done. Yeah.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about
Yeah.
his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Replicate it. Locked up.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle.
Pointer
Yeah.
has been trying to breed.
Because I mean, if you could have like an
golden
unlimited
beetle
amount
in
of
the underground
those, like
laboratory.
hello.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though.
The case
Maybe
in her
she was
room.
just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Hold on. Can we go back up, or is that not going to matter right now?
Let's not wander.
I figured that wasn't going to matter. Anyway, what were you saying about her room?
The glass cage in her room for the bugs.
Yeah. Oh, you
Well, I
think
guess 'cause
the
it wouldn't
beetle's
let us
in
look
there?
I do.
It's a hatch.
But we're already...
Depends on your perspective.
Donna.
What the fuck it is?
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Ink dip. And I think that's one of the statues, the Amphobe or whatever.
Yeah.
And the silver snake is around where Hawkshaw is. I'm not sure where the soul bearer is. Oh, but she talked about that in her...
That's the little wood thing.
Well, she also talked about that, remember, in her poems or whatever, diary.
Yeah.
Misted as the sea and
It's also
sky.
the shape of her thing.
A children's picture book. It looks very old. The ink dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The silver snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The soul bearer, a crab with 3 differently sized claws. The amphobe, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Where's the soul bearer at?
It's the wooden thing that gave us the code.
Interesting.
It's an empty bookcase.
Something tells me it's been empty for a long time. We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
The rest of the reed thing.
Yep. A sleek but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. It has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. Oh my god, So, yep. It's connected to this. And then when it stabbed her, they reeled it back in.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what fucking happened.
So what's the photo?
Oh. It's been framed, but is slightly
this
damp.
idiot miss?
The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. Oh, so they had multiple. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest.
Oh wait, that's Flora. Never mind,
Do you
I'm
know
done.
who it is? In the photo?
Yeah, Big Daddy Dude. I know exactly who it is.
Man in the photo, he reminds me of something
Big
from
Daddy
one of our
Dude.
clues.
Painted model. No. Well, yeah.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Lord Remington.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father.
Yes.
Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, no shit, it's
See the
fucking
bird, too.
Flora. Are you... Oh my god.
Time sure do
Worst
change.
detective ever.
I don't think she looks so
Like,
different.
I even fucking knew that. What the hell?
This is Detective Grimoire, you big dumb.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with 1 candle?
It's all coming through the window.
There's your secret room.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to
Yeah,
be
where the
darker
metal
than
bars
above,
are broken.
Not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
Okay.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty. Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
Ah, I see your point.
The tripping. Maybe.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks. And a green hat draped on top for good measure.
I'm not seeing anything else. Are you seeing anything?
The pot with paper on top?
Pot with paper on top. Oh, this?
On the right.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Okay, so aviary. Yeah, it goes straight up to the rooftop garden where the metal bars are broken into. So yeah, this is where it's all kind of connected.
The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
Wait.
What?
We can't get into the study.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
You're right.
How did we
See, I knew
miss
there was a fucking room in there. I fucking knew it. That was way too much space.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Okay. I was like, I know I'm not fucking dumb. That's enough space for a fucking room. A roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and second marks where it is now. Wow, it's fucking low. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. Okay.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Cupcake's like, yo, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Why is it dark?
Oh.
It's dark.
Yeah.
How long were we down there?
I don't know, but I kind of want to go home.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on. It's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Oh.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh god, I hate when it fucking does that. It's just like, yo, are we fucking dead?
Like Exorcist jump scare.
Okay. Okay, well, that's...
Oh, this is a cool room.
It's got a
soul
translucent
thingy.
exoskeleton. You can actually see its inside.
Oh, there's a silver snake.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
Yeah, because it's...
Yeah, it's that soul
Yeah.
thing. Be dummy.
You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire,
Probably not.
don't you think it looks familiar?
Oh, I don't know how the picture looks. Okay, can you... I think that bottom one was closed.
I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
Can I look at it?
This crab really reminds me of something.
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Oh my god.
Bitch, where? You wanna fucking spill the beans?
The children's
Oh,
book.
yeah. I was just like, hello? Yeah, so you're right. It was closed, open. We can't move this one, so we just have to move this one, I think. So, oh yeah, 90-degree angle. Duh.
Is that a crab?
It's got a...
Also, crabs...
so. This is oh. I guess we did have to move it.
The two arms go to the right. And not that far. Damn. There you go. Down. There you go. Open. Bring the other arm over. Open.
Perfect.
Oh shit. Harpoon?
What's this?
That's what the thing went into.
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
Oh. Beach wit. Okay, so they went extra. They're like, yo, let's make it a fucking crossbow. Shit. Well, I guess that makes sense. There wouldn't be enough momentum for it to just go dropping right onto her. I'm fucking dumb.
Is it?
I'm over here like, ooh, she just
I
dropped
thought
it.
they poisoned her, so this makes sense.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know
Well, I
what
can
happened
put
to
it
the rest of
together.
it. Where are the other parts?
Oh, honey, we got the other parts.
We got
We
it.
found
We
them
found
already.
them already.
Beach? You don't beach?
We been here. Big dumb beach people. Small lens. Small lens.
Oh man, they fucking. I got her in my sights, fucking. I almost put the ornate trowel. Like, hello, I'm a domed fucker. Wait, where's the other one? Oh.
Yeah.
Bam!
Big dumb
What do you
beach.
make of it?
Not sure.
Not sure! What the fuck am I?
Open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder
I was gonna fucking
That
say.
doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
I was about to fucking say. Oh, is it the crossbow? I don't fucking know.
Dragon?
It's a silver snake, you dumb bitch.
Worm?
You big oompa loompa.
That's the one.
Oh, worm?
You take me off the motherfucking schedule with your racist head.
Some kind of fish and a bird skull, I guess?
If that's a bird skull, we're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well,
Yeah.
how about you stop talking about it?
Oh, I looked at the wrong
It's coming
thing.
up there. It's gonna beat the fuck out of you, beach.
Oh, this is shady.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle.
Crossbow's missing.
Mounted on the wall.
Uh-huh, yep.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that
Oh
isn't
my god,
there.
Grimoire, you're the worst detective ever.
Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank. Coffee table,
Like, I saw that bottle and I was like, they poisoned her.
I'm gonna say
Well,
someone's
if
been
she
using this room.
stumbles and falls. Perfect,
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Someone might have drugged her so that she fell so that they could make it look like she got stabbed.
What's on the notebook?
Okay, several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. Fifth ambassador located finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom, nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in, she was careful. Nothing was moved, but I know. It's time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's in here?
An incinerator built into the wall.
Oh.
It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
Yeah, some
It's mostly
bones.
ashes. But yeah, there's something.
He killed the bird?
Oh my god!
My god.
Not much more than a
What
pile of
the-
dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The bird ate the beetle and so he burnt the. Oh.
Red colored scraps of fabric are still visible. Fabric.
This fucking piece of shit.
Okay, well, there's one more place.
Centipede, millipede. How many legs has it
Look
got?
at these.
Look at these.
Too many.
Oh, hello. That scared me.
You know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern.
I actually didn't notice that.
In here, though, it barely
Did you
makes
already look at the
top
billboard?
That's my last thing.
Okay.
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
The Ambassadors
Oh,
of
the
Misted
fellow.
Mansion. Okay, so that's what it was called before Tingle Tower. A
Yeah.
photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads, "The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion." The photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 people have had their faces crudely covered with black ink. Oh, crudely. Oh.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
What you want to talk about?
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that's
you think
Primrose in
so?
one of them.
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Town?
Nope.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different.
Yeah, I think that's Primrose.
And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think
The
it is
Remington
him.
dude.
Yeah. Really? That's all you gotta fucking say about it, you fucking asshole? That's all you got from that?
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
Okay, this is not that large. What you mean?
At least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing?
Yeah, I have to agree. Oh.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
The call is coming from inside the house.
What would you call it?
The
A
secret
lair?
death chamber.
Both work.
Doom.
Is there anything on this shelf?
That's a bookcase. It's mostly empty.
What a surprise.
Wow, bitch, shit. Just read me.
A wooden stool.
Okay, well, we're looking at this.
And pinboard hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Oh. That's a detective. That's Hawkshaw. A large central
And we
sheet.
have the other drawing of it.
A central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. A smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling a silhouette of a cloaked figure.
The red cliff goes there, and then the other drawing goes there.
You're right!
Someone's been using this room.
Oh my god. Talk. Yo, we're finding out so much information at once. It's like, yo.
Plans for the mansion. But nowadays, it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
Exactly.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Exactly, yeah.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Let me just use my galaxy fucking brain to blow your damn mind, bitch.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
Wait.
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Wow.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Oh my god. It's almost.
Like, insert that meme with the kid and he turns around. Who are you?
What you got?
Time to solve this.
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
But why was...
Across the way. Across the fucking way.
It was...
Behind Freya. From behind... Oh, wait.
No, it was at the top. No, but I'm saying, what was Flora doing on the ground then?
I think it shot from the fucking telescope.
Oh, what?
It was
Try
fired
above.
from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Then she would have been shot in the
Doesn't
shoulder.
add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Well, something had to happen before then to make her lie on her back.
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too. She was relaxing.
You think so?
Maybe not.
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
Do you think it's the bottom, the unconscious, or...?
Yeah.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Paint fumes.
You think it's the paint fumes?
Paint fumes.
I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
I think it was a
Me
gramophone.
Something in the room
Why
caused
would it be
Freya
the
to fall
gramophone?
unconscious.
Well, why was it cracked?
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do
Yeah,
that.
no, it
Yeah.
can't. There was something else. Something in, it was the music being played, the gramophone was poison was it the music being played, or was there something in the gramophone? I don't think it was poison.
There was something in it.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
What was it? Oh, yeah, I forgot there was two. What was it?
The small lens, no?
Oh, wait, does it mean tape? Oh, wait, is it talking about this?
That's not
Oh,
it.
okay. I was gonna say, I don't think that's it.
That's not it.
No? Okay.
Click the gramophone.
That's not it.
Okay. Freya's paint?
That's not it.
Well,
What could have been in it? Feathers. Golden beetle.
Pointer's research
Wait.
says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened.
Yeah!
Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of
Oh,
the murder.
that's
Neither of them
right.
had any idea what it was.
That's why
seems a little
Flora was on the
far-fetched.
ground
Is
too.
that really loud enough to knock someone out?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. Not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone.
That's why it cracked
I
and the
don't think
glasses
we were
cracked.
Talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do
Yeah.
you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't.
I don't.
But I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The hornet's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one in the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise.
Yeah.
Although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
All of the cracked.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's
That makes sense.
the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself. They all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration. Enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further
The
away
headphones.
from the gramophone than Flora was.
They protected themselves.
How?
Duh! The headphones! What you mean, how?
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
Okay.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah.
Well, when it feels
triggered
threatened,
it
that's
at
what
that
it
particular
does.
Moment. Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
So
So-
the hum of the music.
Yeah.
Something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it.
Okay, so we know how it happened.
There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Okay.
I trust your instinct. Oh, it's weird not seeing Flora there. It's so scary. Okay. Do I need to talk to you? No, okay. Okay.
Look down
It's dark.
at the body. Okay, never mind.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Flora is not holding a knife. She's holding a red and white ink dip bird feather. Freya added the blood to the painting herself. Her red paint was swapped out with blood. I realize there's a second plant missing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
I was
important.
gonna ask you to look over the edge.
Am I?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Like, am I supposed to be looking at something? Bitch? I don't fucking know.
Can you not look over the edge?
Oh, in like real life?
Yeah.
I can see the stars.
That's not what I'm fucking.
What does she want me to look at?
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Doubt it.
Poppy says that Freya would mix all the colors she would need before starting her painting. The red substance on the palette and brush were discovered to be blood, not paint. Yeah. Oh. What you got? The missing clue.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
We found it.
We found it somewhere else.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
So he didn't burn the whole bird?
How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access? The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here. It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, and then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
Next thing. Never mind.
I'm not
There's only-
sure. How did Freya show us? Oh, wait!
That's not it.
No? Okay. How did she show us her intention?
The drawing.
Freya's drawings?
That's not
The
it.
one of Flora.
Flora's drawing?
That's not
No.
Well,
What the fuck? Wait.
it. That's not it.
No.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
You're right.
can I see all the options?
This sketch. Dripped onto the canvas from was a mistake by Freya because it's going to be used to paint. Isn't actually paint because was added by the murderer. So, and then we have which Freya lost, which was part of Flora's dress, dropped by the inked up bird of something sitting in the window. Yeah, because this isn't here. Whatever that is, that wasn't there before. Or, that's not there anymore. I don't know if that's significant, though, but it's like, it's an option to choose. That's why I'm
It
like...
was added by Freya on purpose.
But what of this?
She didn't use the yellow. But I don't think that matters.
Well, I think that's the background.
The black paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window. Almost. Maybe
Okay,
just change
okay.
one thing.
So it's not the black paint. Is it the brown and gray?
Brown and gray paint was almost.
So
Maybe just
what?
change
It's something on this end that's not.
Yellow?
The yellow
Oh.
paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window.
But she didn't touch it.
Yeah. So she must have just added it before.
Oh.
The bird? No.
That's not it.
What the fuck?
The flower?
Is it the bird? It is the bird. Oh my god! It's right there. Oh my god.
There
I
she
knew
is.
it.
Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did.
Oh my god.
But she's a very good listener.
Sup, bitch?
Wait.
Well, now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
What?
Tie her fucking. I don't trust this bitch at all. Get that fucking reel and kill this bitch.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
I wanted to know the
Justice
truth, fam.
for Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
She was a crusty old bitch that was lonely because her husband was flirting.
Suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Girl,
My
what?
mother, for one. My father, too. The other 2 Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And
Just like in that photo. No.
was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose, too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
Study.
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to her bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night.
Yeah, because remember she said it. He said it was uncommonly warm
Thing. The wall
in
behind
her
my
room.
bed
Yeah.
would get incredibly hot. For hours on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Sure.
It's those
Misted?
things.
Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids. Like cryptids? Like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones. The five missing family members
Yep.
standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed.
You already
from
fucking
Misted
know that,
Mansion
dude.
to Tango Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts. The creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose. But they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystids. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All five, completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Town. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
To do what?
There
That's
was only
kind of what
one
I would like to know,
person at
too.
the tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
The Golden Beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure. But I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the
Ow.
post? From who?
Can we stop with that sound effect? What the fuck?
Thought that he would be in
It hurts me
contact
every
with
time.
such a person.
Yo, the bird in the
All
background
that
behind her
time,
is so scary.
Decided to take what was owed
He's a
to me.
fucking ass.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step.
Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
Oh, so like the astrology
But
thing.
Didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
Ha! It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Like, there's a lot of questions I have.
Same. We got one more.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona.
What?
The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her.
Oh,
We're now
yeah.
firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph, I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So
Yeah, it
she
didn't
worked
take
out what
much,
had happened to
fuckers.
the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
It's gonna knock us
Shit.
off. Oh
Shit.
my god. You piece of shit, Bert.
Wow, that was actually kind of terrifying.
I hate this bum ass bitch and her bum ass bird.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
No.
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
The slap!
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize.
What the fuck?
Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So,
Okay.
Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
You know,
Wild.
I just have a lot of questions.
Wild.
Like, this shit ain't making no fucking sense, dog.
So basically, Penny got upset because when she went to go check with the other people, they didn't have anything for her, so she killed them.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Freya found out. And so that's really the only reason why she even killed Freya.
How...
Can you imagine someone just steps on it? Like Penny comes back and just steps on it. It's like, where's my beetle? Oh shit. I mean, if it's 90% gold, that shit gotta be heavy. How is it flying?
I don't believe she's gone.
I don't think she's gone either. Now she's disguised as the...
Yeah, I thought Poppy was gonna be like, psych, bitch.
Well, that was Tingle Tower.
I mean, I fucking guess.
I mean, it was interesting. I'm not sure about that whole end portion, but it was kind of nice to kind of figure everything out, or try and figure everything out.
Like, I know, in classic mysteries, there's like a red herring, and I get that, and like that was like the dad.
Well, you know, another thing is,
But...
it's like all those numbers and all those things and stuff. Like, what did those have to do with anything? Like, were we meant to do something with that?
I'm just not understanding how... So... She killed Freya from the attic.
Yep.
Ran downstairs as Hawkshaw to see Pointer come down the stairs.
Hawkshaw went over to the right. Well, so then that pretty much makes Hawkshaw's and Penny's things lies. Because they're obviously going to add up to each other. And she was technically the last one to show up at the scene of the crime. Because...
But Percival saw Hawkshaw.
Well, no, get this. And this is what I was saying was a lie. And now I'm realizing what it actually was. When the one dude, the old dude that was sleeping at the top with the workshop or whatever, I can't fucking remember his name. He said he heard a set of steps. Yeah. And then he heard another set of steps. And then he looked out and he saw Poppy. Well, in the rerun thing, they only showed Poppy going down. It didn't even mention the fact that he talked about a first pair of steps. So she was already down, and on her way down, I think... I wonder...
Like, that's why I'm confused. Because she would have had to leave the attic, go downstairs, as Hawkshaw, leave the library to see the Percival
Well, that's another
guy,
thing. We didn't see how they got into the attic in the first place.
Well, in the image there was stairs, like wooden stairs.
But where was...
Like if you click on if it'll let you.
Yeah, so see...
Can you click on the image or no? The attic.
Let's not wander off right
Yeah,
now.
I can't click it, but it's like... So you get to it from the hallway, supposedly. So I'm wondering if right after it happened... She would have had to been fucking quick, though. Well, no, yeah, that would make sense. So Fitz and Poppy go up to check what the noise is, because they were in the garden. When they go up, she leaves, goes down, and she goes into the library. Well, supposedly she goes into the library. But she just goes down. And to be fair, she probably was already in her Hawkshaw outfit, since Hawkshaw was already there, quote unquote. Hawkshaw.
Like then she would walk.
So she would have walked all the way down.
Room, change.
And so, because really then the only time... So what if... Because he said she came out from the library. So what if she went into the library, or what if it just looked like she was coming from the library? She was actually right here, and so they assumed that she came from the library. They didn't actually see her coming from the library. Because like I said, the only person that technically was over here was the cuckoo dude, the astronomer dude, I can't remember his name.
And, yeah, Pointer and Penelope.
Which Penelope doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, then that wouldn't make sense. Well, when Fitz... No, Fitz, that doesn't count. Never mind.
Fitz was with Poppy.
Fitz saw her earlier, but so that doesn't count.
Which is... It drives me fucking mad. Because then she fucking left early with the fucking Percival whatever guy, and was then sitting as Hawkshaw in the garden waiting.
Wild.
So, yeah, that was this game.
Hi. Oh, I don't remember how to leave. There we go. It's like, I don't remember how to get out of this fucking game. Alright. Well, what are we playing after this?
I mean... I have the first one.
Well, I know, but what was... There was a game that we were gonna play after this. And I don't fucking remember what the hell it was.
Well, it can't be the Division 2 because that was going to be on Monday.
Yeah, that was all three of us. There was one that was specifically me and you that we were going to do, but now I can't fucking remember what it was. We planned it out way back, and I don't fucking remember. Well, anyway.
Wah, wah. I guess it'll be a surprise to you when it finally...
Until next time, bye.
Bye.